With my natural hair. I don't normally keep it natural. I like to flatten it. Give me a little bit of uh, ability to say my hair isn't crazy. There we go. Try to get this up and running here. So there we go. We are going to be working with sweet peas today. I want to let you guys know that starting July 5th, there's going to be a fabulous array of new product in the online exclusives. I'll be sharing more with you from those different products. Closer we get, I will be trying to get some of those myself. Budget, yada blah 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 blah. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. So like I said, we're going to be working with sweet peas today. I'm going to be doing some coloring. We're also going to be doing some blending. And I'm still going to stick to my 30-minute timer. So that's why I'm a little late today. I'm kind of deciding what I was going to do, how I was going to do it. But normally I go for a blue for a background color. And I'm still not decided, but I'm thinking lemon lolly because it's a very pale color. For the cardstock and everything else, I'm going to keep this very simple, my top layer. My next layer is, what color is that? Granny apple green. I knew it in my brain, it just didn't turn on. And then a white base layer. Simple card. We're going to fussy cut because these don't have any dies. Sadly, they're so cute, but they don't have any dies. They would be adorable. It is photopolymer, so you do have to take a little bit extra care with it. So we've got about 1 more minute. I'll let people hop on and then we'll get started on this. My colors I'm using from my blends is my Daffodil Delight, my Mossy Meadow. Pretty sure that's right. Yep, Mossy Meadow. For some pink cheeks, I'm not sure if I want to use, where's it at? The Petal Pink, or if I'm going to use my Calypso Coral. I gotta see which one I can do. And then I've got Crumb Cake in case I feel like I need a little shadowing on it. So green or yellow and green makes a mixture of a nice yellowish green, and I think it's a perfect combination for something like this. So I'm going to be doing the Grumpy Pea along with the little Party Pea, and it's going to be pissing off the Grumpy Pea. Just saying. So it will say hello Grumpy, and I'm just going to go ahead and I have not used these yet, so we're going to pull these out, and I got to find Grumpy. There he is. He's all grumpy. It's like me. Most days, grumpy me. I'm going to make a couple of them just in case I make a mistake. It's easy enough to try to fix. We're going to do some of those little party thingies from the, and then hello Grumpy. Yeah, we're going to do that one. I've had this design picked out before I even got it, since I looked at the catalog. And so today I figured, let's make that happen. It's a Monday. We can be easy peasy, lemon squeezy, take our time and everything else. So we're just going to jump right into it. I'm just going to hit that twice so we get that reversed. I am still working on a plan to upgrade my equipment, just FYI. So I put these on here, but I'm going to take these off actually. So I want my sentiment on that one. So for the sentiment, it's as easy as just line it up wherever you want it. And then I put a line on my block. So I'm just going to use the opposite side, and I'm going to put that right at the bottom there. Does that mean it's perfect? No, it just means that my two largest letters, the A and the H and the A and the G are kind of lined up. So that's helpful. And then we're going to put the little celebratory one first, because I want to add the little doodads right out the end of the little thing there. So, the noisemaker. I think that's what they're called, noisemakers. And then we'll add Grumpy in later. As soon as we're done getting this one stamped, we'll add in Grumpy. My husband just walked in. It's like, woo, see how cute it looks? So I'm going to take off the celebratory P, and I'm going to add 2 more of the little thingamablobbers, but I'm going to switch it around so we've got a little bit more. And I know that I should have probably just put those on the background, and I may still, but I'm giving you an idea of what I'm thinking. So let me take that off, and then we'll do the Grumpy P. Because it's a little harder, but I might be able to cut around. But we don't want our color not to show up in the background. So that's why I'm doing fussy cutting. Nope, that didn't work very well. Let's try one more. That's better. Still a little wonky, though. What's going on? This is probably my bad ink pad. I gotta get a refill for it. Okay, that one's good. The other 2 are not. And it happens with photopolymer. Sometimes you don't get a good print. And it just happens. Hang on while I wipe off my stamps. My sentiment's going to be the last thing we do because I need to be able to make sure this gets over. I'm just cleaning them real quick. Well, don't want to lose them. Put them on there. Because if I decide to go ahead and move these over to my actual card instead of the paper here, I want you guys to be able to see that. So let's see if we can pinch it. Nope, having a hard time pinching it. I don't have any. I got to get rid of my finger. Oh, that's too much. Right there's. Let's move it up a little bit though. Right about there. We're gonna mark out the 2 bad P's. So we're gonna go no to that one, no to this one. So this one and that one is gonna get done. And if you do something like this and you have some mistakes on it, it's okay. Just set it aside. So I'm gonna start with yellow. I'm gonna start with my yellow. And I'm just gonna go around all the way. We're gonna leave some space on the bottom there. We're gonna come under all of this stuff here, and then we're gonna get our lighter yellow. And we're gonna do those tippy edges. Just squiggle. Just squiggle to fill them in. So that way, if you don't fill in every single spot, you're okay. Grumpy P is gonna be a little less yellow. We're just gonna yellow him up on the outer edges and around his face down there. That's it. So less yellow, more Grumpy. Okay. I really didn't figure out anything for the hat, so I'm just going to do the same colors as I would on the body, and we're just going to fill in a little bit just around those areas where we've got the other color, because we're going to blend it out with the yellow, and then we're going to go back on this one and blend it out, get it filled in. We're going to use the dark one, but not till we're almost done. So we're going to come in with our other color and just fill in, fill in, fill in, fill in. So we get it blended a little bit. Leave those lighter areas done, and then I'm going to come in right on the line, do my darker yellow there, darker yellow there. I really wish I had a true green, because a true green would be nice, but I don't have one yet. I thought about pulling out some pencils, but I got rid of mine a long time ago, so we're going to fill this in a little bit more around the top and the edges, because you just want that yellow in the background. You don't need it being seen. But you can see how I left some parts a little bit more yellow than others. Okay, so we're going to leave some of that. And then on this one too, we're going to come out on that outer edge. And then come in through the middle. And then I'm going to use my dark one to give me a little bit more detail. And then I'll probably have to come on the yellow again. So with this one here, we're just going to come around the edge. Come over to the side. Come over here. Underneath. And bring it down. With this one here, I think we're just going to make them, we're going to make them mean on the top. Coloring a little bit of that yellow in a little bit more. And again, it's very hard to fill in like smiles when you're working with something like this. Or like little bubbles for your face and stuff. So we're just going to fill in from the dark to the light. We don't want to wipe out everything so that you can't see the faces. So he's got a little Eddie Munster going on here. And then I'm going to come back in with the yellow again once I'm done. See, this one I managed to leave it. This one I went a little crazy with, but he's supposed to be grumpy. So we're going to come in with the lighter yellow, the light Daffodil Delight, wrong side. We're going to come in just a little bit around the eyes. Lower portion of the face, we're just going to come in with that. I'm going to get rid of the Eddie Munster kind of look. And if you pay attention, I've got it on a piece of paper to hold that where the color can go to. Okay, so we're just going to lighten up the face just a little bit more so we can actually see the face. And I'm just pushing that ink through the bottom. There's some that's escaping, but I'm fine with that. And then I think we are going to use the dark petal pink for a little cheek action on the happy one, not on the grumpy one. So just one cheek. It's a little too light. I'm gonna have to go darker. I have to go with my light Calypso Coral. So just dot it, just a little bit of dotting. You don't need a ton. And then on the other side, top and bottom, make them even. So there we go. Oh, I think I'll come in with this on his hat as well. And then I think I will stamp that in the background just so that you understand how it works. And I really overdid it here. You can see how much it's coming off the line and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and push this all the way out. Oh, no, other way. I gotta hold my phone. Nope. I can't get it. There we go. Okay. So it is quite extended from the bottom here. So I'm going to correct that. And then we're going to stamp it on the background. I'm going to show you how to do that. So the edge of his little thing coming right there. Oh, that's cool, Kathy. So the edge of his little stuff right there, I'm going to go around that, but the feet on this one and the arms are going to be in the background, okay? So we're going to get this out of the way. And then we need our scissors. We're just going to cut these out real quick. So we've got one. And then two. And again, he looks like he's a fuzzy pea, and those are not what you want to be eating. So just FYI, I'm gonna cut those down to as close as I can to the pea. But in the meantime, before I cut these, I want to show you the background. So we're gonna grab our blending brush. I got these on Amazon. Unfortunately, I can't afford everything yet. but I will get to the brushes. Oh, come on. Thinking I should have stayed with the blue. I can't always open them. My hands don't always work. There we go. See, and it doesn't always want to go down either. I do not have a lot of hand strength. I will warn you right now. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is you don't go like that and then tap to your paper. You just don't. So you got to blend it in. Get plenty on your brush. Start in the middle and just kind of lightly blend out. Lightly blend out. So I'm making a area where my characters are going to be right here, so that by the time I'm finished fussy cutting, this will be dry and I can stamp on it. Okay, so again, I'm gonna flip it over to show you. We don't do that and go back and do that again. That's not how you do it. You take it, you blend it on your ink pad as much as you can. And I have one brush for yellows, one brush for reds, one brush for oranges. I'm just going to bring it up here at the top. And you can see swirls sometimes, like marks that are a little bit bigger. Just keep blending until you get that to go nice. It doesn't have to be perfect. I left the middle lighter than my oval. If you want, you can blend in it, other colors on top of this or next to it, and they look cool too. So the other thing I got is caps, so my stuff is nice and neat and it doesn't get dirty. So back to our fussy cutting. So I'm gonna get this out of the way. Oh, I have to stamp too. We have to stamp too. Okay, so we're just going to bring this, I get it lined up the best I can, and then I'm just going to take it to the bottom of the color. The bottom of my color. Now, a lot of people like to prep their stamps. I do not. Muzzy peas or moldy peas. But if you see, it's just touching that color a little bit, so it'll be good. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Oh, that looks a little more fuzzy than I'd like. So, remember how I said I was going to re-stamp these so that we've got the little bit of accessories? So, Grumpy Pea and the little decorations will get re-stamped. So, we're going to put Grumpy Pea on here first. And like I said, the worst part about this is just the idea that if you add a lot of color like I do to get the blend that you want, no, you're probably going to go out of the line. Hey, Tammy. So I'm going to put Grumpy Pea over here. He does not need to be complete because we're going to... And then I'm going to go ahead and get my birthday pea. Kind of feel like it's a party, you know. One of those days. Hang on, I gotta get marker or ink off my little string came off my ink and I don't want to get it everywhere. And then we're gonna angle this one the opposite way. Remember, it doesn't need to be complete because I'm gonna be cutting it. I just want to know where to put it, okay? So we're gonna clean that one off again. And the only thing we're doing for this is just adding them in the areas where we're going to put them. And it, like the little legs is very hard to cut. So instead I'll have the image behind it and they can just go that way. So again, we're going to put a little bit of confetti. That's what it is. It's called confetti. So I'm just going to do it like a little triangle here. And then we're going to have one coming over here. Not really a triangle, but, you know, so, you know, whatever. Get 3 of them. I'll add a little bit of color, but not a lot of color because we don't want any out of the line blending. So while I fussy cut, we can chat. So I just want to start by saying that my weekend was very long. My husband has heart problems. He also has Marfan syndrome, which causes problems with his connective tissue. And he kept having something or other ischemic attacks all weekend long. So twice, they're like one step away from having a stroke. So, or mini strokes. So I've got this guy. I'm pretty sure we can fit a full-size thing of blobber on him. Now, here's where the important part comes. Use a good pair of tweezers to land him right where you want him to. We're going to pull that back off. Because remember, he has no feet. So I'm going to lay our arms. So I'm going to lay him down. Make sure he gets lined up, and that's where I'm going to put him. And it looks like I missed a little part, so there we go. Just cut a little bit off. So this one here is going to be a little bit harder because I've got to cut around the piece. So I'm going all the way up to the black on this. Normally I leave an 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch all the way around. This time I'm going to go all the way around. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'm going in there. Part of me thinks just cut it off. Other part of me says, well, you've gone this far, you can do a little bit better. We'll do that last. I do have some tricks. So up here at the top, we're just going to come and make a little circle on it. We can't get all those little pieces in there. Okay. Come in and go out on those. It's fine. And then I'm going to leave it once I hit the image again. Okay. Because I'll go back and back cut. I know a lot of people don't like back cutting, but it does not bother me one bit. And there we go. Oh, I messed it up. There we go. Okay. So for me to back cut this, I got one of two options. I can either hold it up to the light to see, or I can basically hold it so that it's upside down and backwards. So that's what I'm going to do. I need to post it. I need to post it. Oh, not up there. I put them in Post-its at. They're in the drawer probably. Hang on, everyone. Nope. 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 One more down? Oh, it was one more down. Okay. So when you're working with a really small space like that, what you're going to do is you're going to take off the top of a Post-it. In this case, we only need a little bit. We just need enough to hold on to. Gives us a little bit more grippy area to the back of the area we're working on. So we're going to go like this. So it gives us more than just that little itty bitty corner. So I think I might just blend it out to yellow. Let me see. No, that's not the same color. But I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to do the same thing to the top. I'm not going to fussy cut it. It's just too much work. We're just going to color it yellow. Doesn't have to blend in 100%. We're also going to make this a little bit dark yellow. One of every 3. The other one's going to be green, and the other one's going to be Calypso Coral. So everything matches. So let's get a dimensional on this one. And our tweezers. So I'm actually going to pick this up since we don't have the top portion of this. I'm going to pick that up. We're going to line that up, and then we're going to get our other pieces colored real quick. And again, I'm going to pick it up because I don't have anything underneath it. So a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. That one's done. Ow. And then a little bit of the Calypso Coral, just to make it pop. Kind of like on the hat, that little bit of Calypso Coral makes it pop. Didn't realize I'd put all the pink on the bottom, but okay. There we go. So just a little pop, not a lot. And then I spoke about the crumb cake. So I'm going to show you how to do this to create a little bit of a shadow underneath after you've already got it on there. So you want the short end, not the brush, but the bullet or the nib. And you're just going to go right underneath. Just one little line. That's all you need. One little line to create a shadow. Over here we've got the hat and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on this side completely. And then on this side, since we're going from that side, we're just going to line it up below. That's it. Little bit of a shadow. Okay. We're going to take that and we're going to go ahead and adhere our layers together. One thing I didn't grab. Where's my adhesive? There it is. Okay. Yeah, well, it's one of those things where it's like, most of the time I will fussy cut until I don't have a piece showing, as you guys have seen before. But when you're talking that little, it's a little hard. So I'm just going to go ahead and layer the bottom. Get it as nice as I want. Let go of one side and let go of the other. I should be pretty even. And then we're going to add a little bit more. I do have some gems to put on it. So, and then same thing with this one. We've got a small little space to go ahead and let it go. There we go. The thing I love about cards like this is that you can't mess them up. They just turn out cute no matter what. You know, no matter what, they turn out cute. And then we're just going to add in some of the iridescent foil gems. I'm going to do 2 of the small and 1 of the big. And then we're just going to kind of give ourselves a small triangle. Now, 26 minutes. Hey, I'm getting better at this. So, again, we used some Lemon Lolly. Of course, the Sweet Pea stamp set. I'm gonna bring this over a little bit. Sweet Pea stamp set. Some runner. We've got our iridescent foil gems. I couldn't read it for a second. I was going blind. The Mossy Meadow blends, the Daffodil Delight blends. We tried, but it didn't work. But the Petal Pink, the Light Calypso Coral, and a little bit of the Dark Crumb Cake. So, like I said, does it matter what your peas look like? No. Did I go a little dark? Yeah, I went a little dark. I kind of need some more of the greens. I definitely need like the grass green and then the Granny Apple Smith. The Granny Apple green would have been beautiful there. Didn't have it though. So you got to sometimes work with what you want. Now, let me show you an alternative real quick. Let me grab my paper from behind me. So the alternative is you simply take them, and I still left them out here so I could show you this. Just one little way to get things done without wasting a lot of time. Stamp them. Put them on your paper, okay? And with your ink pad, if you don't have any blends that match that color, you take your ink pad or your cardstock. I like the ink pads because you can add a little less, a little bit more. So take your ink pad, wait until it dries, and just go from there. I think that's the nice thing about having all of the products together is it doesn't look the greatest, but if I blended that out or I used one of my blending brushes, you would see a complete difference anyway. Lots of different ways to choose to do things. I made mine a little grumpy. Let me bring this down. Ooh, Lord. Get that out of the way. So I have verified what days, what weeks I'm going to be taking off this summer. So the first week of July, the second week of July, and the third week of July, I will be taking off for summer. That's when we kind of do the back to school shopping, everything else, yada blah blah, for the grandkids and stuff. So I normally try to spend some time with them at that time before they go back to school, because then I'll never see them. And I'm talking about from the littles all the way to the bigs. So December, first week of December, second week of December, I will be not, the whole month of December, I'm not going to craft. I just got to say it like that. So, like I said, they're a little dark, but I think you get the picture. Maybe you don't. I can see their little faces. I like the Grumpy's face because he looks like he's going like this. Anyway, if I had color pencils or could use my Copics, I think they would have turned out a lot better because I have other greens. I just got to get as many greens as I can. And Stampin' Up, if you're watching this, could you get us a little bit more colors in the blends? I'd really like it. Maybe a third color. Just saying. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. If you get a chance, go ahead and like this video, leave a comment if you want, and I will see you on Thursday, which we will be going through the, what is the orange one called? I gotta look it up. Hang on. I don't know what I just dropped on the floor. I did get page 19. That was this month's order. Page 19 plus a couple other stamp sets and stuff. Hang on, I'm almost there. Oh, the Mediterranean blooms. We will be doing the sweet. Okay. So we're going to be using some pretty cardstock. I saw Patty Dolan get it from, I don't know her name, but it's just the card base layers that we're going to use. I'm going to do the rest a little bit differently. So we're going to be using some of the beautiful blues that are in that cardstock, and then some of our orange DSP that we have in there in the prints. The DSP, the orange, the kind you can die cut out. So we're going to be using those. It's going to be fabulous. I might make 2. Who knows? If we get everything pre-cut, I might make 2 just to show you the little bit of difference. So until Thursday, have a wonderful evening. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and stay crafty. Bye. Ugh, this is an awful button. Can't wait to get rid of it. Bye.